live on a planet that constantly spins on its axis. At the equator, the surface moves at about 1,670 kilometers per hour, over 1,000 miles per hour, and we don't feel it only because we move with the Earth. But if that rotation disappeared even for 1 second, we'd lose that compensation. Then the world faces not fantasy, but physics. Angular momentum wants to continue, our bodies don't, and reality suddenly stops being familiar. Hi, my name is Yalera. If Earth stops instantly, the human body does not stop with it. We continue moving at the speed we had a second ago. This isn't the Earth hitting us, it's our own inertia. What felt like calm turns out to be hidden motion our lives depended on. And for the first time, a person feels the difference between their body and a planet that suddenly stopped being a moving foundation. What happens to us in that second? Do we keep moving? What happens to our bodies? What happens to the oceans, to continents, to cities, to roads, to the Earth itself? Does civilization come back afterward? And what do wind, acceleration, trains, skin, bones, asphalt, elevators, planes, skyscrapers, ocean waves, and the atmosphere have to do with it? Rotation speed is greatest at the equator and drops toward the poles. That means different regions are already moving at different linear speeds. When rotation stops, every point tries to keep moving straight, basic mechanics. And humanity suddenly realizes, we never lived in stillness. We lived in enormous motion we simply couldn't feel. Stillness was an illusion created by speed. The human body evolved for 1g gravity and normal Earth loads, but an inertial jerk at hundreds of meters per second turns us into uncontrolled mass. Bones and muscles face forces like extreme crashes, organs shift, the spine takes a brutal hit, tissues risk tearing. This isn't mysticism, it's biology meeting planetary-scale physics. And the body, for the first time, pays the real price of Earth's motion. Cities were built for a stable world. Roads, bridges, buildings, transport, designed for predictable forces, not the planet losing rotation. When Earth stops, anything not firmly anchored keeps moving. Cars become uncontrolled streams. Structures feel massive sideways loads. Systems operate outside their design limits. The safe city stops being comfort and becomes a battlefield of physics. The atmosphere rotates with Earth. It has momentum too. If the planet stops, the air keeps moving. That means winds potentially hundreds or thousands of kilometers per hour. Not storms, planetary-scale air masses capable of shredding structures and reshaping landscapes. Air stops being a gentle environment and becomes a destructive force. Water is a colossal mass, and it wouldn't stop instantly either. The oceans would keep moving forward, like gigantic rivers of inertia. That means massive waves, violent impacts on coastlines, and the redistribution of enormous volumes of water. The shoreline would stop being a reliable boundary. The ocean would behave as if it's trying to keep rotating on its own, while the land briefly drops out of that motion. And for the first time, water reveals its true power. The Earth isn't a solid stone ball. The crust floats on a plastic mantle. The interior is always moving, balancing forces. A sudden stop disrupts mass distribution and internal stress. Tectonic pressure rises, faults shift. Quake risk increases dramatically. Geology stops being a slow science and becomes a violent moment as the planet tries to stabilize again. Modern civilization is built on stable planetary motion. Navigation, satellites, communication, aerospace, energy, all depend on a constantly rotating Earth. Stopping changes centrifugal forces, affects Earth's shape, and breaks orbital calculations and positioning systems. Technology realizes it depended on laws we assumed eternal. Engineering faces a physical reality no one prepared for. Even if someone survives the first second, there's no relief. The psyche faces a planetary-scale threat. For the first time, we see Earth not as ground beneath us, but as a dynamic system holding everything in fragile balance. Fear stops being emotion and becomes rational awareness. We exist only because the planet keeps spinning. Even if rotation resumes, the world isn't back. Damage remains, coastlines change, oceans and atmosphere stay unstable. Ecosystems break, engineering collapses. Consequences can't be undone. But something deeper changes: our relationship with Earth. It stops being background and becomes the main character of our reality. That's not philosophy. That's science. After this, cities aren't places to live. They become survival systems. Engineers must account for atmosphere, oceans, tectonics, human safety, technology stability. A city stops proving human power and reminds us civilization exists only within Earth's rules. Humans can no longer think in terms of streets and borders, but in terms of the planet. The world adapts. Science, engineering, and global planning change. Humanity is forced to think planet scale. Science stops being just explanation and becomes the only way to understand stability. We realize technology isn't enough. We must learn to accept Earth's laws. The environment has always belonged to the planet. We are only passengers. Even as a thought experiment, 1 second of Earth stopping shows how dependent we are on its motion. We like to believe we control the world, but true stability always belongs to the planet. This second is a lesson in physics and maturity. We live thanks to a speed we never notice. So the question isn't whether we could survive it stopping. The question is whether we're ready to admit we were sustained by its movement all along.
We do not sense the Earth's rotation, but we would certainly sense its absence.
Subscribe, hit like, turn on the bell, and train your brain.